Hey you. Yeah, you. Jake. From California. Did you know that the Wii U fucking rocks? Yes, I'm serious. Come on, wait, hear me out.
Get off the stage, Stopper-wise.
You too, buddy. I'll have you know I consider that comparison an honor. But really though, we all know that the Wii U was a laughingstock when it was current. It sold terribly, its software library was famously unappealing, and its main gimmick, the gamepad, was at best underutilized. But now that it's not the mid-2010s and the Wii U is relatively cheap and easy to mod, the chains are off. If you're willing to do a little bit of tech tinkering, which, if you're watching this video, chances are you do, the Wii U is perhaps the most versatile and useful modded console you can own. In terms of the amount of games it can play, homebrew it can run, its inputs and outputs, plus a couple special gimmicks, I think it is absolutely unmatched by any other modded game console. Let me show you why. Hey all, Seth here. So the Wii U, huh? What a strange era for Nintendo. I actually owned this Wii U while it was current, so I was there in the trenches back then. Of course, the only reason I actually bought this unit refurbished from Nintendo was to play Smash. My brother might have played Splatoon or Mario Maker or whatever, but I only gave a shit because Smash 4 is still currently the only game in existence where both of my autistic childhood obsessions are playable and competitively viable. Anyway, I know that Nintendo really wants the general public to forget the Wii U even existed. Please buy a Switch 2! We really need you to pay for overpriced, still stick-drifting accessories and our standard-breaking USB-C dock. How will we make even more billions of dollars if you don't buy overpriced re-releases of our 20-year-old games? Reggie Fils-Aimé will personally go homeless if you don't buy Chicken Shoot Remastered for the Switch 5 for $120. Oh, you want to make free, extremely niche fan games of our beloved, world-renowned IPs? You want to hold competitions for our fighting games that are essentially free advertising? Go fuck yourself and anything you ever stood for. You want to at least buy your childhood games to play on current hardware? Nah, pay us a subscription. And if you ever stop paying, your only way to play Pokemon Stadium legitimately on modern hardware is gone forever. Oh, and the only way to back up your saves. Hope you don't drop your portable game console. Oh, you want to modify the hardware you purchased and now legally own yourself? Fuck you, your expensive handheld computer is now a brick. Calm down, Seth. Calm down. Go to your happy place. Anyway, no, we shouldn't forget about the Wii U. By the end of its life, it actually had some good games, at least good enough for them to just be straight up ported to the Switch, and it can play the entire Wii library too. Plus, you know the Wii, right? The most famous modded console of our time? Yeah, the Wii U has a fully accessible virtual Wii built into it. Every piece of homebrew made for the Wii, more or less, can also run on the Wii U. Oh, and if I told you that it plays GameCube games completely natively, no emulation needed, output via HDMI for modern displays, or various analog outputs for CRTs, with cheap, universally available component cables. On top of all of that, the gamepad, and all of the other compatible Wii controllers, gives this console a ton of flexibility with how you can use it, and it's powerful enough to emulate any console before the GameCube. Finally, there's one cool little cherry on top that neither the PS3 nor the 360 can replicate at the moment. You saw it in the thumbnail, but wait, we'll get there. First, I want to show you all the cool shit this stupid brick can do. Alright, welcome to my HD CRT setup. This is where I plug in all of my 7th gen consoles, plus the Switch and a Roku. I'd love to use the PS3 as a streaming box, but this is actually my main bedroom TV, and it gets a lot of use. Also, don't mind that Ethernet cable. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Also, yeah, I'm super proud of this TV find. I spent literally months looking for a HD Trinitron with a super fine pitch tube. There's a whole story behind that. Won't say it right now, but if you want to see that in a later video, let me know. Anyway, let's turn on the Wii U. I've modded mine with Aroma. This video won't be a Wii U modding tutorial, but if you want to learn how to mod yours, I will leave a link in the description. Okay, I just took a look at the footage. It looks like there's some artifacting. Recording a CRT be like that. Just know that this image is not all grainy and liney in person. It looks amazing. I love this TV. So, of course, you can play legal backups of your games on a modded Wii U. See? Look, legal. Yeah, I've loaded mine up with a ton of games, not quite completionist level, but everything I could want to play, plus some virtual console stuff. Yeah, let's boot up Smash. Ah, I love the music of this game. If you weren't aware, there are actually a lot of mods for Smash 4 that are pretty easy to install on a modded Wii U. I was super into Smash when Smash 4 was the current game. Oh, I miss when Mewtwo was good. Let's go. Well, that's creepy. And of course, you can play Wii games. Here's Mario Kart Wii. If you knew me in high school, you knew me as the person who managed to get Dolphin running on the school's max so I could play this game. I'm forgetting the controls. Ow. I swear I used to be good at this game. And yep, here's GameCube games via Nintendo, with full GameCube controller support via the official adapter. No emulation needed.
Unfortunately, the Wii U's disk drive can't read GameCube discs, but since it has all of the Wii's hardware already in it, which itself was just a juiced up GameCube, it can play GameCube ISOs 100% natively. Neat! Also, there was a small point in time where I wanted to get good at Melee. Obviously, that never quite happened.
I still have some muscle memory with L canceling, but believe me, not much. That would have been cool.
The Wii U has its own homebrew store with plenty of useful tools and interesting games in it, including RetroArch cores.
Did I mention the Wii U plus Gamepad is absolutely perfect for Nintendo DS emulation? And Blue Pair, which allows you to pair non-Nintendo Bluetooth controllers. But like I said before, there's a whole ass Wii stuffed inside every Wii U, so we can also run every piece of Wii homebrew. And there's a lot of Wii homebrew out there. If an emulator doesn't exist for the Wii U, it probably exists on the Wii. Did you know there's a Wii port of Sonic Mania? And Classic Cube? Even Minecraft Beta 1.7.3? Plus a ton of still active multiplayer servers for modded Mario Kart Wii. It's really cool stuff. I just wish there was a fleshed out media player app for the Wii U. Wii MC is great and all, but that's Wii, it's not an HD. I'd really like to see a port of Kodi or XBMC. Anyway, now we can get to what I think is the coolest thing the Wii U can do: game streaming. That's right, not only can it play a ton of games by itself, you can stream anything you want from your PC to your Wii U over the network, enabling you to use your Wii U Gamepad as a sort of limited area Steam Deck, or in my case, give me an easy way to play PC games on my HD CRT here. You are limited to around 720p 60 FPS, which does suck at first, but you'd be surprised how decent that looks, especially on a CRT. The Gamepad's resolution doesn't even go that high, so it's not an issue if you just want to play games on the Gamepad. Again, this isn't a tutorial video, but I'll link some instructions on how to set this up in the description. All we gotta do is make sure Sunshine is running on our computer, boot up Moonlight, and voila, Steam Big Picture mode. All the gamepad inputs are streamed to the PC as if it were an Xbox controller. Also, you can move the mouse using the touchpad. I don't know if that's coming through in the video, but I think it's neat. All right, let's play something that you definitely cannot play on the Wii U. So again, this is only streaming at 720p 60, but it looks really good. This is a hell of an upgrade from the video where I was using an 80s CRT, that's for sure. Yeah. So the inputs, there's a delay, but not as much as the lossless scaling video. And yeah, it looks great. There's some jittering sometimes, but when I'm using Ethernet, at least, I've never had it drop out. I think this looks great. This would be an excellent way to play games on this TV, honestly. Maybe if I could do something about the jitter, though.
Fun fact, the Wii U has its own custom H.264 decoding library made for streaming to the Gamepad, which this Moonlight port takes advantage of, and is a perk the PS3 and 360 don't have. Cool.
So yeah, in conclusion, the Wii U rocks. It can play all kinds of games, emulators, and homebrew on all kinds of different controllers, output via HDMI or various analog video standards, and even stream games from your computer. The Xbox 360 can't stream your PC games, PS3 can't play GameCube games, or give you a mini Steam Deck. Speaking of which, if you're a real Nintendo fanboy, I think the Wii U and the Switch 2 are a great pairing, despite my rant at the beginning. You can use the Wii U to play or emulate any Nintendo game older than the Switch, while the Switch 2 plays anything newer. Sort of like how the backwards compatible PS3 and the PS5 are a great pairing for PlayStation fans. Anyway, with that said, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video showing off how useful old underrated technology can still be, consider liking the video or subscribing. If you thought this video was pretty good for getting a lot of use out of old tech, then you will be floored by the next one. Anyway, that's all for now. Have a good one.